The National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Dolphins and the Jets.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Missouri Tiger, their rookie quarterback.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night. And by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week one. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Booth. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. 3rd down here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Play action. Now it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ready.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw caught by Achane. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a play fake here on first down. This pass out wide to Hall. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Riggs, Riggs. Seven Pirates. Dragon 60, trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lion. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Booth. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Booth. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
2nd and 9 now. And check down, complete to Hall. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
70 Ranger, 79 Bronco. Cut 19, cut 19. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
They'll look to throw again. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Hall again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. straight ahead is Hall. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Miami set to take over. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. In motion left, Hill. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On play action, here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ball again on 2nd down. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Booth. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works. Just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Back to throw again. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, 44 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll dump this off to Achane. They call it no gain there on the first down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. In motion comes the tight end left. Smith catches left side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Tua to throw again. Buying time to his left. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Sly able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so rough. I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week one as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Now Tua. Throw caught by Achane. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It fights him off, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Booth. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They give him a gain of 38. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Turbo three, kick.
From the gun, it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but he looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive, and picked up that 1st down in the process. Hill going to go in motion right. Play action. Now it's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9.
All right, come on.
Now a toss right side. HN with it. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie our score at 14. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
New York ready to go again offensively. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, trap 60.
Operating from the gun. Booth. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hall on a give up the middle. Powerful running. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 56 yards rushing for. Carried it 13 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Here's a give to Hall. To the 27-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Operating from the gun. Booth. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Tua going to throw. Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Up the middle, Achane. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 44. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Now a first carry for their fullback. 20. Down to the 10, and he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. The fullback comes through with a big play there. 41 yards. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Achane is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. Sly able to put this one through. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos. Come 19, come 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Booth got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now 2nd down and a few inches. A give running right is Hall. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
6. 2nd and 6. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A handoff for Hall. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Let's go!
Here's Hall again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Hall. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Go.
Here's Hall. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. They'll run here with Hall. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Here's 1st and 10. Tua. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Tua. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, partner, that'll do it. You know, these week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Jets, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here by a field goal. And they'll get another home date next.